wait for your guy in here. And thanks for your help. I'm glad we're joining forces.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Well, I'll go out on a limb and guess that none of these people volunteered to be donors.
Yo, stop. You can't be here.
Fuck me. Look at these poor bastards. You can't tell one from the other. Bagley, any ideas?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
This is some fucking horror movie shit, man. We have to stop Mary Kelly before she can do this to anyone else.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day? Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Oh, fuck. I spent my whole life avoiding the feds, and now I'm working with one of them. But desperate times, innit?
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bagley, I can't just decide what to do with these files in the field. Let's get everyone together.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing.
Albion guards are in service in the stadium. Respect their authority.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Forgive me for saying, but you look like the kind of lunatic who wants to change things.
You're dead sick, right? Got a situation you can help with.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
My friend is gone. Vanished. Don't know where, don't know how. Couldn't even leave a fucking note. Ugh, sorry, I'm just worried.
Christ, that's terrible.
Thing is, my friend's a bit reckless when it comes to confronting authority figures. I'm worried they went too far this time.
Don't fret. We'll find them.
How's my breath?
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Please keep your hands and arms inside your vehicle at all times.
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing.
How are you?
Honestly, I feel like a complete dickhead. Like, I'm a kid in a mask pretending to be a superhero.
Oh, buck up. A fucking bullet doesn't care whether or not you believe in it. Kills you the same either way.
You're right. Fake it until you make it, yeah? I guess it's worked for me so far.
Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
And those corrupt fucks took advantage of your good nature, Caitlin. So why are you giving them a chance to do it again?
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelly. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
Stop resisting, twat.
Always surrender to Albion personnel. There will be consequences for those who fail to comply.
Fuck you! Bloody I still see you! Is your backup, mate?
Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location. Received. Stand by for further developments. Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the fuck?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
At least she never managed to chip you. Fuck me, living with a gun in your head every day, all day. I'd rather go out fighting.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
What you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
Look, I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention. information, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a diseased mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
So that's what Mary's microchip is. Step out of line and you're dead meat.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What have we got, Bagley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Got a few options then.
I've marked both on your optic.
No shortage of ways to vanish in London these days. Where do we start with this?
Well, we could knock on every door in the city and see if they've got any abducted people on the premises, but it'd probably be smarter just to snoop around their last known location.
Agreed. Send me the location.
This is where our missing person disappeared from. If they were abducted, it would have been captured on CTOS surveillance.
Grand. Let's get that data then.
Yo, ID check right now.
located the CTOS hub.
That's more like it. Got you that CCTV footage?
Well, they were taken all right. Got in a shouting match with Albion and then took a couple of boots to the solar plexus.
Bollocks.
Yes, that's the bad news. The good news is I determined where they're being held. Sending you the coordinates. There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location. The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
Scuffed it. Shit, fuck it, they won't know us.
hostiles near your location.
Move into the hostiles' location. Can anyone see the suspect?
I didn't do that.
Return to HQ. This is pointless.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
That was kind of fun.
We don't need you here. You fascist! Excuse me. Sorry.
Careful.
Yes. Right.
Jesus, is everyone a fucking arsehole these days? Sorry, can't chat. Training. Pardon me.
Forgive me for saying, but you look like the kind of lunatic who wants to change things.
Are you with DedSec? I have information you'll be interested in.
I'm listening.
My entire division was laid off a few weeks ago. 300 people made redundant at once.
Christ, that's terrible.
I'm all right now. But something about the firings has continued to bother me. Unless they secretly cloned us, no company could replace that many workers of our skill set immediately. We're being lied to.
So you want DedSec to look into your replacement then?
Correct. Help me, I'll help DedSec. It's a good deal for you.
A tech corporation acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
I'll look into it.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
You've arrived at our contact's former employer, and aside from some heavily armed security guards, it's basically a ghost town.
Interesting.
I don't think this replacement is on site. Dig around and see if you can figure out where they are.
Let's find this wanker. Drone, initiate search.
You can do your corporate espionage from there.
I'm not seeing anybody. I'll go over there.
Stop this!
Cease and desist. Or you will be destroyed.
Search complete. Sync time codes.
Failure implied will result in forceful intervention. Resisting arrest.
You made me do this.
Using restraining gas.
Here's the data.
Copy that. I'll analyze the company records while you get to safety.
Finding cover! Where did you run off to?
Pissed or what?
What have we got, Bagley?
Well, I found our prospect's replacement. It's an AI. And a pretty shoddy one at that. Nowhere near as smart as me. It could maybe replace a few million humans at most.
Jesus.
Oh, right. I suppose from your perspective that's a lot. If you like, we can go destroy it before it puts anyone else out of work.
All right, good. Send me the location.
Gun, keep an eye out.
Watch where you're driving, you dickhead!
Got to stay fucking calm.
If we're going to keep on the way we've been going, we really should consider bringing on a medical professional.
It's better than watching tutorials on how to suture your own wounds.
Leave me now. Me busy.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
That weed.
Fuck that. I am out.
Bloody great show. Small land, just like a permanent. Oh God, the energy. There wasn't a single person in there who wasn't.
The job-killing AI's code blueprint has been packed up into a crate on site.
I'll smash it up then.
Wait, what?
I heard something over there.
I hear something. Need a hand? Let's get them.
Standard quadrant search. I have this one.
There it is. Time to do your destroying other people's property thing. AI successfully murdered. Now get to safety and I'll send our friend the good news.
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile. Received. Let's keep this by the book. Over. Negative. No sign of the target yet.
You're not going to believe this. They replaced you with an AI. We swear. It's not the robots who want to displace humanity, it's fucking rich people.
Are you sure?
The company making this thing was pretty much going to wipe out your whole industry, but we stopped them. You're welcome.
Thanks.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Fine. I'm in.
Tell me about her bags.
Looks like she's a marked woman. Clank Kelly put a bounty on her head.
Why?
She's an underground bare-knuckle boxer. A rather good one, too. She managed to take down a mob-backed favourite in her last match. Now they're sending out an enforcer to make sure she never wins again.
Not if we have anything to say about it. Bagley, find that enforcer.
Already done.
Keep away from me. You!
Auto drive now enabled.
Albion guards are in service in the state. Respect their authority. Resistance will be met with force.
Auto drive now disabled.
The enforcer we're after is here, currently assaulting some other poor cunt that pissed off the Kellys. If you take them out, our boxer friend may live to fight another day.
Updated facial recognition software. Ambient facial recognition.
This one looks tougher.
The fuck was that? Let's take this up and... Ah!
Target spotted. There. Who says violence never solves anything? Now scarf her or they'll kill you for sure.
Engaging hostile target.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
We are inbound. Stand by. target. Over.
Well done, Tim. We did it.
Don't break out the tiny party hats just yet. We might have bought our boxers some time, but once Clan Kelly finds out what happened, they'll almost certainly want revenge. Suggest you warn her.
I'm going. Why am I doing this? Oh, I feel like a fucking idiot. And a 1, 2, 3. And a 1, 2, 3. And here's my impression of an arsehole. Oh, I know how this looks. I know how this looks. Oh, I feel like a fucking idiot. And here's my impression of an arsehole. Why am I doing this?
All local units, possible hacker overriding a drone. Please respond.
Received. Moving in hostiles' direction.
And a 1, 2, 3. And a 1, 2, 3.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted
Here's my
sweeping
impression
area.
of an arsehole. Oh, I feel like a fucking idiot. Why am I doing this?
Drone's been deployed to apprehend the suspect.
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
Profile triggered an alert.
What? No, come on, I'm legal. This isn't right.
Quiet, you're under arrest.
Oh.
Turn around and move on, or else. Get on.
I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Received. Watching for suspect.
Get out! I'm not messing about!
You might want to hurry. I'm detecting some Clan Kelly movement in the area.
anyone have visual? Anyone?
There's no time, so I'm just saying it. You're in danger.
What do you mean?
Not everyone's so pleased with your winning streak. Clan Kelly's gunning for you. We already took out one of their goons, but they'll send more.
Brilliant. Been wanting to practice my jabs more, anyhow.
And I'd love to see that, truly. But even if you take down 100, they'll send 100 more. Hide. We'll keep them distracted, so they don't look too hard.
Oh, cheers, mate. Whoever you are, I owe you big time.
This is getting out of hand. Don't judge.
Enemies incoming.
Give up, and I'll make it quick.
Oh!
You fire!
Oh!
That does it. Get somewhere safe so we can contact our fighter.
You all right there?
That was a bit more adrenaline than I'm used to. But I'm all right. Those Kelly pricks are really summit, eh?
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Fuck yeah. Sign me up.
How are you? You can't do this to me. Yes.
You're nothing but a little piece of filth, aren't you? Shit!
Thank you. Shit. Don't touch me.
Finally over. You You've only got yourself to blame for this.
You're making this tougher for yourself.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Moving inbound to hostile.
You're a savior. Thank you so much.
Disobeying an Albion order is illegal. Defenders will be punished.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Self-driving? Ah, that's convenient.
Control, I've lost the target. Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
You don't know me, but I heard we might have some mutual interests.
You're saying you're with DedSec? I could use the help.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
I got this mate. He got some kind of lung infection, but he can't get no help through National Health. Then a Clan Kelly doctor offered to help, for a high price, of course. But I couldn't say no.
I'm listening.
Them drugs worked. Oh, they really work too well. Now my mate's addicted to the stuff, and this doctor knows it. He's charging 3 more times than he did the first. We're stuck. We need help.
That's fucking typical, isn't it? All right. We'll get your friend his medicine. You sit tight.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Grant, can you track him down?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
Touched in the head. Fucking weirdos.
We have a crime scene at my location.
We have reports of a hostile in your area.
Over. Moving to the hostile's location. Over.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
Auto drive now enabled.
I'm terminating the search. Fall back.
Auto drive.
Over. Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Received. Mobilizing now. Out. No sign of the target. Over.
The Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. Seems he's got a laptop with him too, presumably with a folder somewhere on it labelled Crimes.
Watch where you're going.
Are you blind? No sunshine is always appreciated.
Thousand birds just staring right at me.
Quiet! Yes, I just sprinkled berry dust on it and the thing encrypted its fucking self. Moron. Bloody hell, calm down. Oh, there. Total cock. Stop breathing down my neck. Arsehole.
This is a highly placed Albion informant, or as they're called in America, a narc. And if there's one thing I know about the people of London, it's that they always like to see a rat get his comeuppance. Good on you.
Thanks.
There's the laptop. Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data.
Get moving. Go.
Lock that vehicle down. Game in a split.
I found the mob warehouse where the experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few. There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Sergeant Cole, possible hostile at your location. Proceed. We'll engage if necessary.
Got the vehicle. Now what?
I found a safe location where a friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
Negative. No vision of the suspect.
Target is long gone. Disengage. Over and out.
Took care of that thing for you. The drugs are somewhere safe. Bagley will send the coordinates shortly. All the best to your sick friend.
I owe you one.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Just what I was hoping to hear. I'm in.
Watch it.
hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room, Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
We're going to confront the CEO of a private military company in charge of securing London. Can't fucking wait. I hope he got more of a plan than kicking his front door in.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
So much.
Received. Moving to intercept.
Cease and desist. You will be restrained.
Control, I've lost the target.
Search units, disengage. This search is pointless.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government, led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is suspicious timing, if you ask me.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
The duty to Albion is a blight upon this city that we must end. Isn't this fun? We cannot sit idle.
Fuck off. I was only parked there for a second. Oh,
we have the strength that comes from our belief. We have the duty.
Suspects reported near your location.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Let's say hi then.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Well, he's certainly paranoid.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Grand. This Hamish doesn't strike me as overly welcome, but he is good with traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash the hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right, no need to get excited.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
No. In fact, we're more like the opposite.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Albion knows you're in London. Kill me if you've got to, but you've got to run, now.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Believe me, we know. Why else would I be risking me arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we want your help. Cass is no friend of ours. He tried to kill us and had a hand in the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. Table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it! Fuck!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Jesus.
Control, awaiting further instruction. Over. Civilian is armed. Approach with caution. Dispatch, deploying drones to apprehend the suspect. Received, we are in pursuit.
Neutralizing hostile target.
Your comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
No problem. It's what I'm here for. Let's do this.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice.
Not?
Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Get a driver? I suppose they must have a very nice car to make that a career.
From what I've heard, a nice car can compensate for a lot of things.
You don't strike me as the kind of person who waits for someone to come save them. You're ready to fight for freedom.
If you are hinting that you are in DedSec, then I want to talk to you. I was double-crossed by some jumped-up gangster. They need to pay.
DedSec isn't really in the business of settling violent revenge debts.
Violence is not the answer with this asshole. I should know. I used to steal cars for him. Until this one last job. A contract for an ultra-high-end car that went bad. He left us for dead. Got away with the car though, the bastard. Now, seeing him drive it around makes me crazy. I almost died getting out of that mess. I want you to take it from him. Do this and I will owe you a favor. Trust me, this is a good thing for you.
Sounds fun, man.
Any violence against Albion personnel.
I hear what you say.
Our friend sent us the location of the car. Passing it on to you now.
We won't stand for this! What?
Albion is looking for special people, ready to make a difference.
The car should be on site here. Try to get it out in one piece.
I'm onto it.
lay the shimmering willy compensator there.
Me have the vehicle. Now what?
Simple. Drive it into the river.
You serious?
I never wanted the car. I wanted revenge. And the best revenge is destroying his prized possession. Into the Thames.
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating through a tube.
Fuck! Alright, we better be finding whoever's responsible. Got the vehicle. Now what?
Simple. Drive it into the river.
What, hang on. Really?
I never wanted the car. I wanted revenge. And the best revenge is destroying his prized possession. Into the Thames.
That's pretty much the opposite of what our prospect would have wanted. Oh well.
Charming bloke, isn't he?
He's a shady character, that's for sure.